some wild out here. It's easy to get sucked in.
Yeah, exactly. Do's and do nots of nightlife. Quick ones.
Don't dress like you're going to homecoming.
Wow.
Honestly,
there's definitely a story behind that one.
No, that just bugs me.
Wow.
Wear whatever makes you feel good, obviously. But if you ever see me dressed like I'm going to homecoming, know that something's wrong.
Wait, what does that mean? Dressing?
I don't like. Did you go to homecoming in high school?
Huge poofy dress.
I don't know if I did.
You didn't go to any. Did you go to school dances? Honestly,
I went to a school
I
dance,
loved
yeah.
school dances, and it makes sense why I love clubbing now. when we go back to it, when I think about it, I'm like, I had a blast at homecoming.
It started back at school. The dances, the 8th grade snowball.
Yeah, in middle school, we didn't have they were technically dances, but they were called socials. And it wasn't something that you'd bring a date to or anything.
No, the boys stayed on one side, the girls stayed on the other side.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's some shitty punch and cookies. And it was a $20
It was literally in the
fundraising.
cafeteria. There was just a DJ booth set up in the cafeteria.
Oh yeah.
And me 13 years old breaking it down.
Imagine being a DJ for a high school dance. I wonder what that
I
would
think
be
about
like.
that. I'm like, how does your career get to that point? Your
Yeah.
DJ career is just at an all-time low.
Probably pays pretty well. It's through the school, which
Yeah.
is government funded, so it's probably a pretty nice paycheck.
Yo, I don't know about that.
For-
My high school's student council was called Senate, and they were in charge of booking the DJs and stuff, and those kids were just a bunch of wads. I'm like, yo, you booked this DJ.
Right?
If anyone's from high school Senate is listening,
So
you're a wad.
Wow.
So you're
Huge.
this 9th grade clubber, and you're like, this DJ?
Right.
Yeah,
Really?
no,
He's 9th grade. He's like, where's Benny Benassi? Where the fuck's Tiesto at? My parents didn't pay for this tickets for me to see some bullshit.
no, I always had a blast at homecoming and prom, all that.
How many proms did you go to?
I went to 4 proms in high
I
school.
went to 10.
Goddamn.
Because
10,
I
12.
got asked my sophomore year. So I went to because it was only juniors and seniors. And then I went to my junior prom and my senior prom. But my senior year, I had a family friend that his mom hit me up and was like, yo, this is kind of awkward, but Gage forgot to or he waited too long to ask anyone to prom. Would you go with him? And I was like, I guess. So I went to his school prom, and it was just the weirdest night of my life. But
Explain.
I was never really friends with him growing up. I was friends with his sisters. And it was just I remember talking to my math teacher before I went to the prom, and was like, am I supposed to dance with him? I don't know. It was just weird. And I had to sleep at their house afterwards. And it was just so strange. And
So he used his mom as a wingman?
I
pretty
guess.
much?
I don't know if he just really wanted to go with me, or if
The
it was
wing woman?
actually his mom being yo, just ask Nikki, whatever. But he lived an hour away from me, and I wanted to drive myself because I wanted to be able to leave if I wanted to. But he picked me up, so he drove an hour to Denver and then drove back an hour to Loveland. And yeah, it was just I remember the card when he was driving me home. We didn't talk. Literally, not a single word was said in the hour car ride.
That's sketch.
He's
High
a man with a
school.
lot on his mind.
My weirdest, though, I had a weird experience where it was a dance at this school called Emma Willard, which is an extremely prestigious school, and it's an all-female
All-girls school.
boarding school. So, at this dance, probably 80% of these girls have never seen a dude before, in their
Never
lives.
seen a dude.
But
in my life.
it's funny because it was also one of the most beautiful campuses I've ever seen, even past college. And the food was fucking amazing. The whole, they had a real DJ, and it was a beautiful thing. It was for the wrong kids, for sure. And I just remember we were there for 3 hours. And no, this is more this was junior year of high school. So we already know what it is. It's not 8th grade where it's 2 different groups, but because
you're grinding in front of your math teacher.
yeah, exactly.
Junior.
Exactly.
Sweaty as hell.
Because it was all female. There was a group of dudes, a group of girls, and a group of deaf lesbian girls. And so there was an awkward triangle moving around and it was so clear who the groups were, and it was just funny. It was just sketch the entire time.
I
didn't
played
know
a
what to
show
do.
there my junior year of high school.
Yeah, Emma Willard?
Yeah, and it was just literally
Doesn't it
me.
look like Hogwarts? It's
Yeah.
Oh wait,
One-
you're from New
so-
York too?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
We're all
That's
squad.
it was pretty awesome though because we got there and it was just like me and my 3 bros. We were just playing some funk music and the whole crowd was women. Like like not a there's like 3 dudes in there and we were like, this is fucking great.
No, but that school was there was like a bouncy bounce like skee ball pool table like on the other side of the gym for us. It was ridiculous.
Like the buildings actually look like castles. Like
yeah,
they're
no,
like,
like actual Hogwarts.
did you
big
guys go to your Did you guys have like an after prom? Yeah, to like because it was like
That's
to
all
try
I
and
went to prom for.
keep kids away from like going to parties. My junior year, I took my best friend Kiana to prom with me because she went to a different school and we got in a car accident like on the way to after prom. Like someone like T-boned me in an intersection
Oh,
and like
shit.
drove away. And I like didn't know what to do. And my car was like okay, but I was like
Shook.
16, yeah, and like shook. And I was like, I don't know, I just got like hit and run. I was like, I guess we should just like still go to after prom. And so we were like so shaken up at
truth.
after prom. But I remember like specifically there was a raffle and I was like so scared, but I was like still trying to win an iPad.
Did you win though?
No, I didn't. I remember too, though, there was one of the prizes was like, you can win a like a professional photo shoot. And I was like, one of the moms that was working it, she was like, Nikki, you should try to do this. And I'm like, I literally model. Like, why would I want
you're like,
that?
I don't need
Shit.
any of that.
Me every
What do
day.
you mean?
Fuck
Give me
this
that
prize.
iPad.
Yeah.
Give me the iPad.
That's a
Good times. Really got hit and run. My parents were out of town, so I didn't know what to do. I called my brother, and he was like, I had already left like the intersection. He was like, "There's nothing you can do now. Like,
Yeah.
just go to after prom." And I was like, "Okay,
And
I'm
they
gonna go
just-
win an iPad."
They just pieced out. You said-
Yeah, and the craziest thing is like, yeah, so they hit my car, drove away, and then someone pulled up next to me when I was like out, like looking at my car, and they go, "Yo, I saw the whole thing. That shit was crazy." And then that guy just skirted away, and I was like, "Well, thanks for the help. I'm fine. Thanks for asking."
Wow. What did you do for after prom?
No, we didn't have after prom.
Really?
You
In
didn't?
Chatham?
You guys just, like,
Considering the parties
throw
that you
down
guys
at
throw
parties?
there?
No, we
I'm
had
very surprised
our
you didn't
prom
throw.
was like on a boat. And
Ooh.
On a boat.
Yep. On the Hudson. And then,
My senior prom was at the Broncos like football field. My last year.
like on the field.
That's pretty sick.
Not on the field, but like
Oh.
like
That's
the
not that cool
stadium.
anymore.
I
Interesting.
mean, okay, whatever. Shout out Denver. It's cool.
No, it's so cool. It's
Yeah,
so
no.
cool. I was just picturing you like in prom. And
Oh,
then
just, like,
spiking
breaking it
a
down
football
in
and,
the
like,
end
you know, yeah,
Right home.
yeah.
That'd be
Doing a dance.
That would
you
be
know,
pretty
get-
dope.
get
Wait, your
into
prom
it.
was on a boat?
Yeah,
Was
Yeah,
it the
I'm like
Apple
a-
Dutch?
yeah.
Oh my God.
I believe,
No.
I think it's the Apple Dutch.
I don't know if that's the exact name, but it's the one right on Hudson River, right next to
Yeah,
the
but
military.
this one was like a big enough boat where in the middle they had like one of those staircases that kind of went up, like
I
almost
don't
like a
remember.
spiral.
I just know it smelled like ass.
I don't think it was that one because that one was like seems like too small, and
It
there
was
wasn't
small.
like plush
100% occupancy.
Yeah, no, it was definitely not that one. It was a different one. It was a much bigger boat.
It was like the restaurant one.
yeah,
Oh, okay. I know exactly
yeah.
which one
It's
you're
like
talking about.
carpeted.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had like 3 senior proms, and like one was at the Hall of Springs in Saratoga, so this huge, like grand, like
Yeah, Hall Springs.
yeah,
stuff.
huge. We had 2 like dessert rooms. It was ridiculous. Shout out to Golan because that student council murdered that. And then the Albany prom was ratchet, but their after party was ridiculous because it was called Cabins. It's like a yearly thing where seniors rent out this entire whole campsite basically in Lake George, and I think there's like 8 cabins. And because I wasn't going to that school at that time, I didn't have to stay for like the prom like awards or whatever they were doing. So
Yeah.
me and my date and a couple other people who weren't from the school went up early, and we were like racing like 110 miles an hour all the way up, like just going wild. And then we just saw this huge yellow bus of everyone from that school, and then you just saw vodka bottles just out the ass coming through, and it was just straight belligerent. Like we had kids fucking passed out, shit was getting lit on fire. We melted a chair, we threw frisbees on roofs, we broke the pool fence.
That sounds like the belligerence I'm trying to get into.
No, for sure. We
Sounds
even
like
like made
fun.
this huge like speaker system where it was like Ryan's PA system, like Aiden Morris's like 2 bass amps, and like some of my speakers, and like it went through a car as well. So we blasted. Like the owner had his own little cabin in the back, and he stayed. And he like came out. He was like, "That's the loudest fucking speaker I've ever heard." And we were like, "Fuck yeah!" And we just like grilled and like it was
Were you guys-
2 solid days for sure.
Were you guys ever nominated like for like royalty? Like,
No, I wasn't into that.
Oh no, my junior year I was
Royalty.
nominated for
Yeah.
homecoming.
The way you said
royalty.
that.
No, but like
Nikki's been nominated
no.
every year.
Yeah, every year. Really peaked in high school, guys.
I'm a fucking princess.
No, I didn't win.
Queen
Everyone hated me in high
Tatiana.
school. High school, good times.
Why do you ask so?
I was just wondering because you said that you
okay.
were like talking about like the awards or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even
I
remember
don't know.
who
You
won
seem
that
like you
shit.
could have been cool in high
No,
school.
I sucked.